For me, the role of the coach is to get the best out of all those that are working within you and to maximise the system that you're working in. My ultimate goal as a coach, as a leader, is to make myself redundant, to allow everybody else to have autonomies and alignment so they don't need me anymore. With Fiji, my vision, I guess, was a shared one with them. I learned very quickly with them that it doesn't matter if we didn't have any budget to start with and nobody was getting paid and we had very little resource. What was important, that any actions I did as a leader or imposed upon them, I had to make sure that I clearly explained the connection, why I was doing it. They had to understand it. They then had to own it. And once they owned it, then when it was put under pressure, it became that much harder to break. And for me, that was one of my golden rules, I guess I learned there, that you need to make sure that everything you do connects so that you get that magical word that you want in sport, which is alignment. There's a lot of misunderstanding around what effective feedback is. Sometimes feedback is given too late, isn't given continuously enough. It's not just about a formal end-of-year review that's delivering feedback. It can be informal, small conversations that you have at the water fountain or walking to training that gives you just as much valuable insight on both feedback to me and feedback to them. And it all comes into this recipe that you put together to get the very best for that culture that you're working in. Consistent performance and behaviours are crucial, are central to long-term success of any organisation or team. And I use the phrase, the standard you walk past is the standard that you become, and that you need to create an environment where everybody clearly understands what consistent behaviour looks like, and that if somebody that you're working with, above, below, alongside, isn't sticking to those standards, that you feel safe enough to be able to call them out on it. Because if you don't, then that becomes your standard and that becomes the organisation's standard. And for me, it's absolutely crucial that you have that safety in an organisation where you can behave like that for the greater good of the organisation and the individual.